Boom na boom yan ngayon. Actually, achingay niya! Uy! Ako lang gaganon. Ang dali, diba? Basic lang yan, bro. Ano ba yan, be?
Magsalita ka kasi.
What's up, guys? It's me, Isaiah, the Count of Three. For this episode, we are about to tackle the top 10 most popular Filipino millennial terms. Are you guys excited? Because I'm excited. But before we start, here's Andre to give us a taste of introduction about the most popular Filipino millennial terms.
Hey peeps! It's your boy Andre right here. I'm here to give you a glimpse about the most popular Filipino millennial terms. When visiting the Philippines, it's important to learn a little bit of Filipino language to make the most of the experience. However, to really impress locals, you need to max out your vocabulary with the countless popular millennial terms. The passage of time has proven that language is constantly evolving. After all, no one really uses words like "rad" or "all that's" anymore. Yeah, to sound useful in your day-to-day conversations, they usually use charot or awit. Those are some of examples of the new slang terms millennials are using nowadays. Back to you, Lodi.
So we're going to start the countdown. Ang pinaka-popular Filipino millennial terms at sasamahan tayo ng aking jowa na si Andre Pineda. Charot! Charot lang, take na po siya. Ano po?
Hey guys, back again. It's your boy Broccoli, charot. It's your boy Andre, susubulan natin ang countdown. Top 10, pagsala.
So our top 10 is Matsala. Alam ko ito yung yung way ng millennial people to say thank you. Like for example, Matsala sa bulaklak.
Tama ka dyan, Isaiah. Ang term na matsala ay binaliktad lang na salamat. Top 9.
9. Rapsa. Parang kanina lang, Andre, kumain ako sa Starbucks ng cinnamon bread lang. Sobrang rapsa niya and very affordable.
Rapsa din kumain ng alimisa. Ang term naman na rapsa ang binaliktad ng masarap.
True ka dyan!
Top 8. 8. Ano ba? Top 8.
Habay and Walay.
Habay akong girlfriend. Ikaw naman, Isaiah. Walay kang boyfriend.
Hoy, Andre, habay akong boyfriend, duh.
Ang term naman na habay ay ibig sabihin ay merong, while the term walay means wala.
Top 7. Meron kami nito, kayo ba meron? Our top 7 is jowa! Char. OMG! Lahat na ata ng millennial ay gusto magkaroon ng jowa. Jowa na kayo, girl.
Ang ibig sabihin ng jowa ay girlfriend o boyfriend. Kami meron nun, kayo wala.
Top 6! Mamshi! Ito yung tawag ng mga millennials sa mga mami, nanay, mama nila.
Oo, tama ka. Alam ko nauso ito sa talk show ng ABS-CBN na Magandang Buhay. Top 5!
Eh, di ba? Kadalasan kasi ito yung mga ginagamit wala ka nang masabi. Di ba, Andre?
Yung tipong wala ka nang masabi, mapapa-ediwo ka na lang talaga.
Top 4, Kerry. Ay, nauso to sa mga Becky eh. Actually, sila talaga nag-post.
Oo, ito yung way nila na pagsasabi ng kaya mo yan. Because carry means either kaya ko to or kaya mo yan.
And we are down to top 3 of our countdown. Our top 3 is charot. Naku, ang daming gumagamit niyan. Pag umamit sila sa crush nila. Yung tipong, crush kita. Charot. Mahal kita. Charot.
Relate ka sa Isaiah. Charot means joke. Di totoo, ganun. Gwapo ako. Charot.
Awit. Awit sa mga pinagpalit sa malapit.
Awit talaga yun. So guys, ang awit, hindi siya literally means nakanta. It means aw. Sakit, kaya awit.
Yes, Conor.
And we're down to our last one. Ang tinangkal na top 1 ay
Sana all. Bakit na?
di pinag-usapan.
Boom na boom yan ngayon. Actually, some teenagers say, sana all may jowa, sana all mahal, sana all matalino, sana all maganda, sana all pasado, at marami pang sana all.
Ito kasi yung way ng millennial para i-express yung way nila na sana ganun. Din sila just like others.
Tama ka dyan, Andre. So, dyan nagtatapos yung countdown natin.
Before we end this, let's have a recap. Top 10 is Matsala. Top 9, Rapsa. Top 8, Habe and Wale. Top 7, Jowa. Top 6, Mamshi.
Top 5, Eddie Wow. Top 4, Terry. Top 3, Charot. And top 2 is Awit. And our top 1 is Sana.
Wow! That was an awesome countdown for today's episode, I say that. And there you have it, the top 10 most popular Filipino millennial groups.
That was a this cool countdown, Andre. I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us for today's episode of the Countdown.
You're always welcome, Countdown Queen. But before we leave, here's Ian to discuss the topic about the ZZ distribution.
Thanks, bro. So guys, I'm Ayan and I'm here to give you a short discussion about ZC distribution.
Using the Z distribution to find the standard deviation in a statistical sample. One very special member of the normal distribution family is called the standard normal distribution, or Z distribution. In statistics, the Z distribution is used to help find probabilities and percentiles for regular normal distributions, or X. It serves as the standard by which all other normal distributions are measured. The Z distribution is a normal distribution with mean zero and standard deviation. Its graph is shown here. Almost all, about 99.7% of its values lies between -3 and +3. According to the empirical rule, values on the Z- distribution are called Z- values, Z- scores, or standard scores. A Z- value represents the number of standard deviations that a particular value lies above or below the mean. For example, Z equals 1 on the Z distribution represents a value that is one standard deviation above the mean. Similarly, Z equals -1 represents a value that is one standard deviation below the mean, indicated by the minus sign on the Z- value. And the Z- value of 0 is, you guess it, right on the mean. All Z- values are universally understood. The above figure shows some examples of normal distributions. To compare and contrast the distributions shown here, you first see they're all symmetric with the signature bell shape. Examples A and B have the same standard deviation, but their means are different. The mean example B is located 30 units to the right of the mean in example A, because its mean is 120 compared to 90. Examples A and C have the same mean, 90, but example A has more variability than example C. Due to its higher standard deviation, 30 compared to 10, because of the increased variability, most of the values in example A lie between 0 and 180, approximately, while the most of the values in example C lie only between 60 and 120. Finally, examples B and C have different means and different standard deviations entirely. Example B has a higher mean, which shifts the graph to the right, and example C has a smaller standard deviation. Its data values are the most concentrated around the mean. Note that the mean and standard deviation are important in order to properly interpret values located on a particular normal distribution. For example, you can compare where the value 120 falls on each of the normal distribution in the above figure. In example A, the value 120 is one standard deviation above the mean. Because the standard deviation is 30, you get 90 plus 1 or 30 equals 120. So on the first distribution, the value 120 is the upper value for the range where the middle 68% of the data are located, according to the empirical. In example B, the value 120 lies directly on the mean, where the values are most concentrated. In example C, the value 120 is way out on the rightmost fringe, 3 standard deviation above the mean. Because the standard deviation this time is 10. You get 90 plus 3 or 10 equals 120. In example C, values beyond 120 are very unlikely to occur because they are beyond the range where the middle 99.7% of the values should be, according to the empirical rule. Now, based on the above figure and the discussion regarding where the value 120 lies on each normal distribution, you can calculate z-minus values. In example A, the value 120 is located one standard deviation above the mean, so its z-minus value is 1. In example B, the value 120 is equals to the mean, so its z-minus value is 0. Example C shows that 120 is 3 standard deviations above the mean, so its z-minus value is 3. I hope you understand my discussion. Goodbye and thank you for listening.
For the last part, we will be joining by Kendall Shannon and Arian Alejandro to teach you
Hey everyone, it's your sweet girl, Kendall, is in the house.
And I'm Aryan, your Chinita girl, and today we are going to teach you how to formulate the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis.
So, null hypothesis. Hypothesis testing is a proposition statement or assumption base introduced by Sir Ronald. So, null hypothesis. Paano nga ba natin makukuha ang null hypothesis? P stands for proportion. So, ang proportion po ay base siya kunyari sa 95%. So, more on percentage siya. And gagawin natin siyang decimal. So, HO, P, ang symbol natin, equal, yung 95% gagawin nating decimal. So, 0.95. So, yun na yung ating null hypothesis. Next is alternative hypothesis. Ang alternative natin ay ang symbol nito is H1. So, equal P. Ang example pa rin natin is 0.95. So, hindi natin masasabi kung equal ba siya or greater than or less than. So, not equal symbol 0.95. Or it can be also P greater than 0.95 or P less than 0.95. So, ganun lang kadali kunin yung null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis ng proportion. Next naman, next example is 9%. So, gaya sinabi ko, ang percentage ay gagawin nating decimal. So, HO P equal 0.9. Kapag null hypothesis, always equal sign. So, alternative niya is H1 P, sabihin natin not equal 0.9. Tada, ganun lang kadali. So, next natin is mean. M stands for mean. So, kukunin natin yung null hypothesis. HO, halimbawa yung mean natin is 3.5. Ang mean natin pwede siyang kilometers, kilograms, or it can be also time. So, yung example natin is, halimbawa, so, Yung mean natin, yung null hypothesis, kapag kukuha ko ulit ng mean, dapat always equal pa din kahit kato dun sa proportion. So, yung null hypothesis natin sa mean is m equal 3.5 kilograms. So, ang alternative naman nun is H1, sabihin natin less than 3.5. Yan. So, next example natin, which is last para sa mean, is 5,000 kilometers, sorry. So, HO, M, which is mean, equal 5,000 kilometer. Yan na, ganyan lang siya ka-easy. And then, yung alternative hypothesis natin is H1, mean, which is M, less than 5,000 kilometer. So, that's it. And sana may natutunan kayo and thank you.
Tagilid